ANG in radio. Più di prima. L'agenzia Giovani nel tuo territorio. Qui Taurisano.
Buongiorno, benvenuti a FattoRadio. Good morning, welcome to FattoRadio. Today we'll speak in English because we have this international guest from Albania, from Kavaje in particular. We have here Agron, Leon and Arben. And we are here for talking about B.Y.P, which is boosting youth participation in the decision-making process at local level in Albania. We did this project of cooperation between Italy and Albania, and we'll start from this one. We have here the book of the project, so if you want a book you can take it, you can read it, and will be a good example for what we did and how we worked on this project. Starting from that, I want to say thank you first of all to Agron, the director of the Institute for Albanian Municipalities. Good morning.
Morning, and thank you very much for inviting me in this podcast.
Thank you. And I want to ask you first of all, why those kind of projects of cooperation are important for your institute, for the institute that you represent?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say that the Institute of Albanian Municipalities is is a local government, is an association which works in terms of assisting local government units, civil servants, elected people, and non-elected in the capacity as a non-government association. Institute have a huge professional capacity which try to deliver for all local government units. What we do mostly is related to increasing administrative skill of civil servants and creating a new capacity in local administration. In this capacity we create a connection with Fattoria Pugliese Diffusa, which we together agreed to assist the Kavaje municipality to develop such fantastic projects, so call it boosting youth and to engage the local youth people to increase and to develop a street debate. Our idea is to engage and to create or to support the young people to be more active and proactive, to increase their voice and to protect their rights, and to cooperate, of course, with the city council, with the mayors, with all administrative staff in the municipality, aiming to fulfill the rights and the needs of the youngest people in Kavaje municipality. Now we are in the end of the project, and really I'm so satisfied about the technical assistance provided from Italian partners, which I think the Kavaje municipalities and the young council have beneficiaries so much.
Oh, that's great. And it's great to also understand now, and I'll ask you, so can you see some changes in Kavaje, in the young movements through these kinds of projects now with the work that in your institute is doing on the territory, Albanian territory?
Yes, first of all, I want to say that the impact of the project is significant during the period we developed the project. A lot of people expressed the interest to participate in such events organized by both of us. The youngest people looks more active during that time, but of course now they have know-how and the new capacity how to debate, how to ask the question, how to organize the street debate. I think after this project, after this methodology and increasing the capacity from Italian experts, they are now able to follow and to do a lot of questions, to do a lot of policy papers or policy position on behalf of the youth council to increase their voice, to ask what they want more, what kind of accesses want. But I want to say just one thing: the mayor, city council, and other administrative office in the municipalities now are more oriented to listen such a voice of the people before they divide, they organize the budget or structure of the municipality, or preparing development budget for the next year. The voice of these people are more present actually in the municipality structure.
So that's great. And for the listeners, what we did in B.Y.P, boosting youth participation in the decision-making process at local level in Albania, in Kavaje, was using some methodologies such as street debates. I personally was in Kavaje last year in July, and we did with Leon and with Bastien Fillon the street debate, but also with Evangelista the structured dialogue. So we learned together how to get involved, how to speak, to have a real dialogue with the municipality. And here we have, for the testimonials of it, we have Arben from the municipality that can say to us how is changing also this, what Agron told us, and how does it work, this dialogue now after B.Y.P, after this project, how you will work on the base that we had through this project.
I can say by starting with one fact. It is the first time in municipality of Kavaje that there is a specific budget only for youth. So it was the first time when we have asked young people what makes them happy or what makes them angry. That was in Kavaje. That was the main question by the project, and the young people came with different ideas, with different opinions, but 4 of them were like the main requests. The first one was that they want to have a youth center. The second one, they want more green areas in the park. The third one is that they want more sport areas in the city, and the fourth, they want some recreational area spaces in the city. So we signed the declaration of engagement by the mayor. So we signed it in November, but now we are in May. And what have we done is that we budget creating a youth center for young people, and now we are going to make it with an organization. And this week we opened a public call for youth infrastructure for young people in Kavaje. And the second is that we also expanded the green areas in the park. It called the Recreative Park of Kavaje. It is the biggest park in the city, around 80,000 miles. And now we have more than 4,000 new trees planted at the moment that we are speaking. Also, we have concluded with 2 recreational areas. One is for children till the age of 12, and 2 other spaces are for teenagers, etc. Also, we are preparing to create a football field, a basketball field, a volleyball field, and a tennis field in the park, because we are expanding the park. We budgeted by the budget of for the 2024. So we are going on a very good we're following good steps according to the youth policies. So the idea is that every municipality, every politician, every government want to support young people. But first, when we need to support them, first thing that we need to do is to understand what they really want. The main question that is very simple: what makes them happy and what makes them angry? Our city is suffering from how to say brain drain. So people are leaving, young people are leaving towards big capitals, toward Europe, etc. So we want them to make it to make our city attractive for them, and for them to create their families, to find a job, and to live in Kavaje. So for us, following what young people want or believe that makes their lives better in Kavaje is very important. And with Leon, who is the coordinator of City Council, we were also thinking that before we will budget the next budget of 2025, we also want to organize another street debate, so it can orient us for the policies of the next year according to the youth field.
Now, that's great, because you write a project, and after you see that that project works and works well, and now is a point of start for all the youth policies in Kavaje. And now you have this book, this little book, and you can see how to organize a street debate, and that's the role that had Leon, the coordinator of the Youth Council, working on the street debate. I think that this work could make you really proud of what you did as a youth and young movement in Kavaje, because you can see that the work is touchable. You can see it. You can see how the money and the projects are working on the needs of the young people, starting from the street debate. That is a real simple workshop, just paper, just write paper, and just dialogue. So simple that not so many do it, but now is a good point of start. And I want you to talk about it. So what we did in Kavaje about the street debate, we now know that it worked, and it worked in Kavaje. So just it and how you are working with the Youth Council.
Thanks for the invitation first. It's a pleasure being here.
Okay.
Thank you. To be honest, when you first came with the group, and Arben and Agron introduced us with the project about street debate and constructive dialogue, not only me but all as youth were a bit skeptical about how it was going to work, how we are going to do a structured dialogue, and how we are going to do street debate, because getting posters, putting them on the city center, and just waiting for people to be or to arise the debate spirit, it was like a little bit strange. But when we made the posters, in the process we were seeing people, like especially the old age, which was like, and also the middle age, but also especially the old ages, which weren't very agreeable to what we wrote on the poster.
Yeah.
And so the debate spirit was a reason at the moment. So it was like we all agreed after the project finished that it was a game changer. And I say that not only because we got more information about how this works, but also we truly believe that in the other municipalities which you did this project was very successful, and we can agree too with Arben and with Agron that also in Kavaje was very successful. As Arben described, from 2022, which I first founded along with some peers, the local youth council, it was a little bit inactive, so things that starts in the beginning a little bit difficult to do and everything. But now I'm very happy, very, very happy to see that peers, even smaller than me, from 9th grade, 14, 15 years old, are starting to be more active, especially with the project which is boost youth participation. And along with municipalities, there is this constructive dialogue between the organization, between the municipality, and it's something, it's on their merit, it's something successful, and I cannot be other than happy for all this, so thank you.
So thank you. I want to just finish this podcast with a question for you. So now we saw that was a successful project for the cooperation. So concluding with that, the next step?
Yeah, the next step is now the project fulfilled their objectives, and I'm so happy for that. Now we have a municipality which have created a model for street debate that is very good, and it's functioned very well thanks to Arben and Leon, which are very active young people, for which I will continue to train and to involve as much as possible. The second, we have a manual, a guideline. It's important. Why? Because we will deliver to 61 municipalities, aiming to be used from young leaders or for activists, for youth in different municipalities. And we'll see together with Evangelista if we can develop a new proposal how to replicate these good practices in from Kavaje to other municipalities. So to summarize, we have one municipality where the project is implemented successfully, that is good, and the second, this manual will be delivered to the other municipalities.
So I'm really happy for this podcast because it will be testimonials for what we did in this project and how was the experience in Albania, and I'm sure that will be other projects with you with this great cooperation that we had. So thank you all. Have a nice journey here in Italy, in Taurisano, and that's all from FattoRadio. Grazie e alla prossima. Ciao.
Grazie, ciao.
ANG in radio. Più di prima. L'agenzia Giovani nel tuo territorio. Da Taurisano è tutto.